Bitcoin is currently hovering around a $1.4 trillion market cap. For the most part, there's not a lot of DeFi that you can do with Bitcoin, meaning that a lot of it is essentially just stored away in cold wallets and hot wallets. It's the equivalent of stashing cash under your mattress. Now we're starting to see the beginnings of the Bitcoin Fi era. In this video, I'm gonna go over Liquidium, what it is, why it's important, and how you can benefit from it. Liquidium is the leading platform enabling peer-to-peer Bitcoin lending. Users can borrow or lend Bitcoin using unique Bitcoin-based assets called ordinal inscriptions as collateral. This is facilitated securely through partially signed Bitcoin transactions, or PSBTs, and discrete log contracts, DLCs, all on layer 1 Bitcoin. Layer 1 is the most secure, and also there are no smart contracts on layer 1. I've gone over ordinals, you know what those are. It's essentially NFTs on Bitcoin. And recently, just a couple of months ago, we had the launch of runes. It's exciting because now you're able to take your cash out from under the mattress and actually play around with it, put it to work so that it can earn yield for you. You can go through and choose any of these collections, see the offered rate, search by APY, search by terms, loan to value, and floor price. If you hold any Bitcoin that you want to return on, you can ideally lend it to a collection that you choose. So for example, if I wanted to lend, Bitcoin to Node Monks, because they have a floor of 1 Bitcoin, right now the standard is 16-day term with an APY of 90%. So in this case, I can toggle on and off to choose. Obviously, I don't have the Bitcoin in this wallet, but if I did, you can toggle the amount that you want to lend to this collection, which automatically shows the loan to value percentage and the interest rate. And then you can choose how many of these loans you want to offer and then hit create offer. And on the other hand, if you have ordinals that maybe you don't want to sell, but you would like more liquidity, what you can do is hit borrow and search for the ordinals that you have and see if there are any offers. Say that I had a Bitcoin puppet, I can hit borrow, and right now the best offers are 0.127 Bitcoin with a rate of 3.24, loan to value of 88%, and a term of 10 days. And all of the Bitcoin puppets and all of the assets would show up here, which you could then choose, and it'll tell you repay the amount, in this case 0.13111, within 10 days, and that's a current price of around $8,900. So if you click on it, it'll give you the loan breakdown with the loan amount, interest, due by, and obviously if you fail to repay the full amount within the time period, the loan will expire in default and the lender will get to keep your collateral. And then you can manage all of your loans within the portfolio page. Alternatively, you can go through the offer book. Like maybe you have a low risk tolerance and you would prefer something with a lower LTV, such as, a 51%, and you can choose from any of these and borrow only 0.07-ish Bitcoin. And then on the right-hand side, you can see how many loans are active in this collection. So it's pretty cool because it offers more liquidity for ordinal holders as well as yield for Bitcoin holders. More options and more flexibility for both sides. And recently they have just launched the Runes closed beta. It's a lot easier to get liquidity for Runes as well. Same concept, and the other cool thing about using this is that you can become eligible for the airdrop. The more that you use it, the higher up you will go in the leaderboard, and right now there's only 4,300 users or wallets, which really isn't that much. A lot of people have been referencing Liquidium, saying that it is the AAVE of Bitcoin. At its peak, it was over $600 per AAVE token, which is a governance utility token for the AAVE lending and borrowing protocol. And as of now, this protocol has over $20 billion of liquidity locked across 8 networks and 15 markets. If you look on the Liquidium dashboard, which tracks the volume of principal amount in BTC for loans, excluding 1.75 of historical volume, you have about 1,648 Bitcoin in volume, which is roughly $115 million. So there is a lot of upside in the lending and borrowing protocols, and there being so few right now in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Having first mover advantage and, amassing network effects is going to be really powerful if Liquidium continues to succeed. If you want to sign up, I'll give you my referral link in the description below. Let me do an example. First, you have to connect a wallet. Any of these, Xverse, Magic Eden, Unisat, or Lether is available. And we are connected. Switch over to Runes. I'm going to borrow. Let me make sure I go to borrow at the top left. Okay, I'm going to borrow against Arsic Genesis Rune. If you click on offers, you can see how many active offers and active loans there are. And you can also toggle by the bundle size. Also, history and collection stats are coming soon, so that'll be good for more data. Say I want this one, I click on it directly and I can look at the details. There's a 2.69%. And so therefore, the interest that I would pay once, my loan is due would be about $19.51 to borrow $724. Obviously, if I don't repay the full amount by June 19th at 1:34 p.m., then the lender gets to keep my collateral. This is essentially a gas fee. You can either do low, medium, or high, or enter your own sats per VB rate. I'm going to go with medium because I'm not in too much of a rush. And then I'll get a pop-up screen that says review transaction. Fees about $6.28, and successfully accepted this offer. The lender now needs to countersign, and then I can manage the offer in the portfolio page. Now you want to hit enable critical notifications by email or Telegram, whichever one you use more, and save preferences. Because what happens is if the lender doesn't countersign and approve the loan within 12 hours, nothing goes through and you do not receive the loan, and as a lender you do not lend out your money. I would love it if you use my referral code. Obviously it costs you nothing. This is where you're going to keep up to date with all of their announcements. You can go into their alpha testers, the Runes alpha, as well as other channels to ask any questions or find more information. If you're curious about the team, even though a lot of builders in the space are not doxed, you can find some of the team members on LinkedIn. So if you scroll through Liquidium, you can see that there are 3 co-founders, Julian, Peter, and Robin. I'll also link the Liquidium Genie Data dashboard in the description below so you can take a look at all of the different analytics. I'm going to link their Gitbook as well. All of the information and resources are going to be in the description below. So like I said before, a lot of major players in the space are calling Liquidium the AAVE of Bitcoin. And if that is true, there is massive upside in this protocol. That's it. It's really simple. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.